Hi, welcome to Minnesota Music Mom. I'm Karen Davis. If you're a first-time visitor, let me tell you just a little bit about what this channel is all about. It is for anyone who enjoys listening to music. It's also for musicians to hear different arrangements of songs in books that they might be thinking of purchasing. This is piano and organ music. And so if you're a musician and you're thinking of ordering a book online, feel free to visit Minnesota Music Mom playlist area to see if I've already played songs out of that book, because then you'll be able to tell before ordering the book if it's a book that you're going to enjoy or will be useful to you. And I encourage comments from viewers for books that you enjoy, or your go-to books, your favorite books, because I'm always looking for new music, and so I would love to hear from you, and I have heard from you already from a couple, and so I am in the process. I've ordered some of those books already, and I am enjoying them. I can't share them with you just yet because they are copyrighted, so I need to get permission for those first. The song that I would like to play for you today is called Via Dolorosa, and it is 2 pages long, no flats or sharps. It is arranged by Greg Sewell, S-E-W-E-L-L, and is out of the book titled Organ Music for the Church Pianist, Practical Service Music and Tips for the Emerging Organist. This book is concentrating, or it's geared towards people that are not familiar with the pedal, just starting out with the pedal, or pianists that don't spend a lot of time or haven't spent a lot of time yet on the organ. It's compiled by James Southbridge. Now for this particular song, hopefully I've got it set, decent for the type of song, because sometimes you can set too many stops for a song, and that's how I had this one at first. I kept building and building because I wanted to pull certain pieces out of the tune, and so I was adding more and more stops to try to pull different things out, and then I realized that it was just sounding too heavy. It was too much for this type of song. So then I pulled it back again, and that might be something that you do as well. If you play organ, you realize you start adding stops because you really are trying to pull out a certain part of the song, and then you realize, wait a minute, I've got way too many stops on here for this type of song. So this again is Via Dolorosa. right, Via Dolorosa, and that is out of the book titled Organ Music for the Church Pianist, Practical Service Music and Tips for the Emerging Organist. And that is a nice song too, where you can head back, circle back if you need to lengthen it. There's a variety of places where you can go back and repeat. I always put check marks. You'll see there's a big check mark up there. And on the first page, I've got 3 different check marks where I can go back. I can circle back. Just another tip, because sometimes if it's, let's say it's the last song of your pre-service music, and you don't know, exactly, you've timed your pre-service music. Like for instance, we play 15 minutes of pre-service music. Well, before I start playing, of course, when I'm practicing, I've timed it. So I know that it's going to be 15 minutes, but you don't know what's going to happen. Maybe the minister is delayed. Maybe you started a minute earlier. Maybe you have to extend it, maybe you have to shorten it. So the last song of my pre-service music, I like to be prepared to either have to cut it short or I have to lengthen it. And so also for offertory or postlude. So any time where you have to deal with other people, either the people are leaving or the people are coming in or the service is going to start or something like that, I like to put check marks in places where I can circle back. So I practice that so that I know ahead of time where I can circle back or where I can cut it short and maybe jump quickly to the end. So that again, Organ Music for the Church Pianist. This is a nice book for anyone that is starting with pedal or isn't familiar with the organ. It's got some nice tips at the end of it as well. Well, thank you for stopping by, and we'll catch you next time.